Hello everyone, welcome to this energy guidance reading. I am Victoria Rose and I am enjoying this lovely garden setting, this fountain. I love this fountain, it's so relaxing. And there's even this little mermaid in there. I don't know if you can see her, she's right there. So those of you who love mermaids, it's always nice to have the images of the elementals, fairies, mermaids, all that good stuff around. I did a reading for this weekend into next week. I'm noticing that Thursdays are a good day for me to do readings. Thursdays seems like the energy just flows and I get ready for the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday into the next week. So today, well, first of all, really quick, since my last couple readings, I've traveled quite a bit, not to too far away places, but to some fun places, had some fun times in Nevada, and then I also went up north to the Bay Area, and planning another trip up further north, probably Shasta, and then further northern California. And I'm really excited about that. I do want to do the tropical thing too. I would love to go to the Bahamas. Some of my friends are going right now. Like, I have a friend that went to Bimini, and then I had another friend like in Costa Rica. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, send me some of that good energy and manifest some of that in my life. I'd love to do that. And of course, I've been to Hawaii a couple times, which I love. But sometimes it's nice to see things on Gaia from new perspectives. So I'm allowing new tropical vacations and travel into my life in wonderful, prosperous new ways. Just had to say that. And so onto the reading. The cards I'm using today are the Wisdom of the Avalon cards. Wisdom of Avalon. And for those of you that know about Avalon, it has to do with the priestesses of Glastonbury and also the legend of Arthur. And some of you may have a connection to both of those places, or many of you may. I, at a very early age, felt a connection to Glastonbury and the priestesses of Avalon. And it started with the book, The Myth of Avalon. I read it when I was 13, and I still have that book. I haven't ever given it away. I've read it probably 13 times. I love it. So I don't read it too much now, and if I do read it, I read parts of it because, I know the story at least the way the book has told it, so sometimes I'm like, I don't need to read the whole thing. So anyways, so the Myths of Avalon, Glastonbury, these are the cards. And the first card that came up is Burden. So, this right off the bat, it shows me we're releasing burdens right now. We're realizing burdens that we've had in the past that maybe we haven't realized. And now we're like, wow, this was heavy. I've been carrying this and I don't need to carry this anymore. And it's not like you have to throw it off and shove it somewhere. But let it go gracefully. Do your best to do that. Maybe you're carrying somebody else's burdens or somebody else's baggage, and you don't need to take that responsibility for another person right now. You have to take responsibility for your own life and where you want to go and what you want to do, and release the things that aren't relevant anymore in as graceful a way as you can. So when this card came up, I was like, yeah. It actually popped out in a reading I did yesterday, and I was like, oh, release those burdens. And it's a forest card. And so as you release the burdens, you can begin to see more clearly through the forest and even which forest you're in. So the lighter you are, the more your vantage point increases, which brings me to my next card, which is the Eagle. Spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. So I don't know about you, but eagles definitely have a strong influence in my life. Eagles and hawks, I see them as beautiful, powerful birds of prey, and they also have binocular vision. So even though they're soaring up high, they can look down in an area in a field and see a tiny little rat or a mouse, and then they go get it. And I remember I was in Mount Shasta last year going to Stewart Mineral Springs, and my friend and I, we turned around a corner as we were driving, and there's a big golden eagle there. It was like amazing. And we're like, wow, it stood like, I don't know how tall it was, 3 feet off the ground, maybe taller. It was beautiful. And so, that was just, that was one of our animal totems for the day. And the other one was horses, because the horses were in the field right on the way to the Stewart Mineral Springs, the summit you might well know. And another picture that came to mind is I was driving down the street and I looked up, kind of just like glanced up out the corner of my eyes, and I saw a hawk eating another bird. I was like, oh gosh, that's gross. But that's the cycle of life there. Those hawks they eat smaller birds. And part of this is like digesting our life, digesting and letting it go. Seeing things from the higher vantage point and going, okay, being aware of them, taking in what we need and releasing what we don't. And connecting with spirit every day, taking that time to connect and see what is relevant to our life. What is in our life that goes, yes, let's go. I'm going to take that in. And honoring your life, really, because everything in it is there for a reason. And taking what is appropriate and releasing what isn't. So when I saw hawk, I was like, yeah. I mean, eagle. I love hawks. So eagle was like, woohoo. Love eagles. Also, in some traditions, they talk about how the eagle is a gift from Venus, the planet Venus. So I thought that's kind of interesting. And also eagles are associated with Mount Shasta, which, of course, Mount Shasta is a super sacred place where many ascended masters, angels, and a lot of spiritual beings, essences, people gather for that reason, to come into contact more strongly with their higher presence, their crown chakra, their intuitive self. So if you haven't been to Mount Shasta, I definitely recommend a trip there. It's very beautiful. Next card is perception. So what are you seeing? There's more than meets the eye. What angle are you seeing life from? Are you seeing it from the glass is half empty, the glass is half full? What are you choosing to filter your life through? Are you choosing to filter life through past patterns that don't serve you and just projecting that film in front of you everywhere you go? Or are you going, okay, that's interesting, maybe I can have a neutral state about this, and then go forward from there and allowing life to surprise you in a new way rather than just same thing. And I mean, you could go new places and do new things, but unless you release the old perception, things will continue to come up. Doesn't mean you can't go new places and do new things, because that's a good way to kind of shake yourself off and help you release things that you don't need to keep on projecting forward and repeating. But at the same time, being consciously aware of you're shifting your perception and changing it to something that benefits your life, and really it's a win-win situation for all life. Because as you grow and you shine and you become more of that internal solar sun of your gift to life, you help others, and vice versa. So what's your perception on right now, and how can you shift it to more of who you want to be, where you want to go? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What are your joys? I was reminded of this track. It's a website called Do As One. And it's like people do meditation on there, and there's these different rooms. There's meditation room, there's an Om room, there's a breathing room, there's a laughing room. And somebody had posted a laughing video on Facebook in the subway. Some of you might have saw it, because I put it in my feed the other day. And I thought, this is hilarious. Laughter is so contagious. If we could have just these laughing sessions, which I'm sure people do, more, that would be so good for us. So if you guys are interested, it's called Do As One, and they just go to their website, doasone.com, I think, or Google it, and you'll see all these different rooms. They have a laughing room, and there's all these different types of laughs, and you can change the colors, and you can set the intention for the laughs, and it's fun. I think it's fun. And then you can also do ohms or breathing. check it out. It helps change your perception, shift. The next card is the cow. Nourishment, abundance, asking, receiving. When I think of the cow, I also think of Egypt and the goddess Isis and Hathor. That beautiful giving energy. And then, of course, you can think of Taurus, but Taurus is the bull, right? But that's, same idea. It's just a different way of giving that. I also think of in the Hindu religion, the cow is revered. I remember when I was in India years ago, they have cow crossing signs. And I was like, oh, okay, the cows are going to cross here. It was pretty trippy. Now, I really liked what the book had to say as I was reading it, and I had some visuals that popped up. So I'm going to read what the book has to say. Oh, let me show this to you. And then I'll talk a little bit about it. So the cow. The cow says, take my milk. I can always feed you. I'll eat the grass of the goddess, and in turn, pass good fortune on to you. Nourishment is never ending when I appear on your path. Don't forget to till the soil so that grass may grow. Abundance is made manifest out of a universal system. Do your part, and I will do mine with joy. Ask, and you will receive all the blessings I have to offer. The cow reminds you that there is no shortage of blessings in this world. Ask to partake in infinite abundance, and you will indeed get exactly what you need. So as I was reading this card the first time, I saw, the tilling of the soil, and to me it reflected, it was bringing oxygen and nutrients as the soil was tilled. And sometimes we get in the rut of not getting out and not doing things and not connecting with nature and not connecting with other like-minded people. Some people just stay in their cave. We all go through this. But it's so important that we do get out and we do connect with others that are like-minded, and we do connect with nature, because it brings new oxygen to our life. It creates new possibilities and opportunities that may have not been there before. It's so, so important. And I'm seeing this in my life as I connect with more people and open up to the universe, the source of life and the source of abundance. These opportunities are manifesting faster and faster and gracefully, and I'm loving it. So I'm telling you also, should you choose to, get out, and if you're just taking a walk in the park, maybe it's going to the beach, maybe it's going to your favorite amusement park if you have a pass or something you've just been wanting to go, or if it's taking a road trip, whatever it is. If you have a timeshare, you need to use some points or whatever, go use some points depending on where you need to go and what draws you. But allow the opportunities to be infused in your life in different ways and through new experiences. So this is really a time to allow that getting out and fresh new energy. Release your burdens, connect with source and spirit, fly like that eagle, keep your eyes on the fields for the opportunities. Shift your perception to more of what you'd like to perceive in your life, and allow that abundance of nature to fill your heart, fill your mind, fill your being, fill your soul, fill your garden. So your flowers can grow and you can share them with other people, and other people can share their flowers with you. That's just analogy. So I'm wishing you a fantastic weekend. Go out and do some fun stuff in nature. Go swimming in the ocean. Take care of your work if you have to, and then go. And just do something fun for yourself. And I'm wishing you a fantastic week and lots of good stuff, lots of good forces of the universe. And again, just a reminder, I have my sage bundles and rosemary. I just got some more sage. Smells so good. And rosemary and rose petals. I'm not going to reach across the table, but I make those sage bundles, and people love to use them for the new moon and full moon clearing and cleansing. And some people they just like to have them for decoration because they're so pretty and the way they dry is nice, and they're like, oh, I don't want to burn it, or I'm saving for super special occasion. I have one friend that she got hers on New Year's, for the New Year's new moon. or around there, and she still hasn't burned it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's cool, you know, wherever your heart desires with that. So, all right, send you so much love, peace, blessings, victory, and goodness in your life, and I will talk to you later. Bye.